Alright guys, Stefan, Milo here, talking history, archaeology, anthropology. You know the drill, you know why you're here. I'm here with Willie of KhAnubis KhAnubis Productions?
Yep, KhAnubis Productions.
KhAnubis Productions, a fellow Portland history YouTuber. And we're just gonna shoot the breeze, eat a slice of pizza. We're here at Sizzle Pie in Portland, Oregon, and just talk some history. So, first, a word from our sponsor. In honor of KhAnubis' fine headgear here, this video is sponsored by the Egyptian Book of the Dead. If you don't want your crocodile, if you don't want some crocodile guy eating your heart, you gotta get the Book of the Dead. Link below. Thanks for joining me here, YouTuber. If you haven't checked out KhAnubis Productions, you've been making videos for years now, I think.
Yeah.
It's huge backlog of history, general knowledge, trivia, all sorts of topics. So if you subscribe to my channel, then you'll definitely be into KhAnubis Productions as well. So yeah, what got you started making history YouTube videos?
Well, originally, when I first started my YouTube channel back way back when in like 2009, believe it or not, it was originally just me as a kid making a bunch of like little Playmobil stop motions.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, and that was originally actually what sparked most of my interest in history, because they would have sets for ancient Egypt and ancient Rome and all that.
Yeah. And
eventually, towards like 2011, 2012, I started making full-on like stop-motion movies about you know, Greco-Roman history. It was even a series for a while. Like I made the story of Alexander the Great, the eruption of Mount Vesuvius, etc., etc. But the thing is, those animations are of course pretty hard to do.
Time-consuming.
Yeah.
Stop motions.
Yeah. And the thing is, I've always been kind of a bad planner at things like that. So really, the biggest roadblock was always like, you know, if I didn't have a specific set for anything like that, or you know, or just, you know, not enough willpower, something like that. But yeah, then afterwards, I was in, you know, this is way back in 7th grade, like December 2012.
Yeah.
I made this video for a school project about platinum, because we were all assigned an element from the periodic table to describe, so I wanted to make a video about it. And then a couple months later, I was in a class about astronomy, so I made one about Venus, and then I made one about Valentine's Day, and then I decided to just keep on going with that. I decided I kind of liked doing that.
That's quality, man, especially with you being such a young guy. If you keep at it, by the time you're an old fart like me, you'll be way ahead of the curve. You may never even need to get a job in your life if you keep churning out YouTube videos.
Ooh, that'll be good for the visas, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. He's planning to study in Germany, so watch out, Berlin. Lock up your daughters. KhAnubis is coming to town. But I got to ask about the headgear. Did you make that yourself? What inspired that?
No. So if you're not familiar, this is called a Nemes headdress. It was worn by the Pharaohs of Egypt, of course. And as you can see, it's also my logo. So basically, back also when I was 9, I wanted to be a pharaoh for Halloween, because I was incredibly obsessed with ancient Egypt. Because I was incredibly obsessed with ancient Egypt. And so because of that, I just kept on wearing it. I got used to wearing it, people got used to me wearing it, and it became my symbol, so much so that this actually isn't the original. This is actually only the second one.
Oh, really?
Because by like 2015, it changed from like this golden shade to like pretty much a gray shade.
Yeah.
Like an off yellow gray shade.
Yeah. Full
holes just flopping over.
You need to stock up, have like a batch of 15 in reserve or something. Or like...
They're not exactly all that cheap though, but yeah.
I bet, yeah. Well, alright. Say to the people out there that haven't seen your channel before, if you want them to go and see one video, I'll put it down in the link below. Which video of yours would you want them to check out? It's got one on German history that blew up. It's a great video.
Yeah. A lot of people made fun of my Polish in that video, though.
Polish is a hard language.
It is, yeah. And they tend to tear you apart if you mispronounce something.
People tear you apart on YouTube no matter what. I made this video on this criminal DB Cooper. You heard of that guy? He hijacked a plane here in the Portland area. And
I think I've heard the name, yeah.
So I do my research, and I in my video I misspoke about what seat he was sat in, and this person whose life is this DB Cooper crime jumped into the comments and is like, it's common knowledge that he sat in this seat, blah blah blah. And it's harder than you think to make a video, guys. Even if you do the research, sometimes you misspeak, and someone will jump down your throat. Either it's a crazy Polish guy or a crime-obsessed Portlander.
Yeah. It's kind of a weird thing to be assessed about, but I mean, everyone has their things. I mean, I walk around wearing this, so I shouldn't really judge people.
All day, even when you're not on the videos?
Yeah, all day.
No way, that's dedication to the theme.
Yeah. But yeah, in my History of Germany video, I had this little cutscene where I had, where I explained why Germany has so many different names in different languages, like in in Germanic languages, they call it Deutschland, like Swedish Tyskland, Dutch Duitsland.
Yeah.
In languages like English, there's Germany, Italian, Germania, but for some reason they call the language Tedesco. French has Allemand, Alemania in Spanish, Almania in Turkish, Armenia in Arabic, and various Slavic languages like Polish or Serbian or etc. have something like Niemca or Niemiecka.
Yeah, Niemiecka in Serbian. Yeah.
So I basically panned around all of Europe with these countries, just saying "Hello, Germany" in their native languages.
Yeah.
And so for Polish, the word I used was the more formal, I guess, Pozdrowienia. But the way I pronounced it was Prozdrowienia.
You guys are too harsh in the YouTube comments. That's so close. Come on, Poland. Cut him some slack. I found that, living. I think when you speak English as a native language, we're very used to people learning English and pronouncing it differently. I lived in Serbia for a bit, and they're not used to people speaking Serbian as a foreign language, and they're harsh. The Spanish too, they're harsh. As soon as you mispronounce something, they don't understand or correct you, and I swear that's exactly what I said. But yeah, and your latest video on the most expensive buildings. Is that your latest video? I think. Yeah, that's another good one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna throw all of these in the description down below, so check it out.
We could just link my channel, and it feels like it would be a bit of work fishing through all the videos.
I'll find them. I'll put the channel and the videos down below. But
you do you.
Fair enough.
Now, the video I most like people to watch for the first time. Well, obviously I have my channel trailer, which pretty much sums up the channel. But I'm also really proud of my History of series, like History of Persia, History of Germany, History of Turkey. That's what I have so far. But I also have a History of Antarctica, which kind of goes a little off-brand of the series, but with Bill Wirt's theme. But
History of Antarctica. That's I haven't actually seen that one of yours. I've seen the Turkey and the Persian one.
Yeah.
I didn't catch that Antarctica one.
I also had a lot of fun with the did Rome and China ever interact, and why didn't China colonize the Americas duopoly? And of course, there was also the collab I did with Mr. B. My side was on how to join the European Union. His side was on how to become a state of the United States.
Yeah, checked both of those out. Definitely good videos, especially with Britain leaving the EU. Madness. Other countries trying to join it, like Macedonia, can't join because they're constantly arguing with Greece over the name, and they were so close to solving it. And now it seems like it's all blown up again. So
Serbia seems rather on track though.
Yeah, it's not. It's who knows whether Serbia will join the EU. There are some people in the country who are for it. There are plenty of people who are against it.
Oh, there are plenty of people in Germany who are against Germany being in the EU.
And Germany is the EU in many ways.
Germany and France, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, if the time got into power, that say goodbye to the EU, basically.
They'd have been dead. But
Yeah.
when the money's on the line, maybe they wouldn't have left. I heard with the recent Italian election, very anti-EU parties, but as soon as they're in power, they tone down their rhetoric. Same with the Greece
Yeah.
situation. When the money's on the line, it's hard to back off. But
Yeah.
let me throw a hypothetical question your way. Have you grabbed your slice of pizza? Sorry, I've been eating away. Is that any good?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I really like the thin type. Yeah.
Yeah. I really like. You can't get pizza by the slice in England. I don't know why. It's just oven
not New York.
pizzas is all we eat. Yeah. But it's good. I really like it. So let me throw a hypothetical question your way. You're clearly a fan of ancient Egypt.
Especially in the past, yeah.
Yeah. You can go back any time, any period, any culture, any place in the world. Would you go back to ancient Egypt? Is that where you would go? Any place in time.
Any place, any time. Well, first off, I kind of like to agree with what CGB Gray said on this question, which is that he would much rather live in the future. But
True.
at the same time, it's in the future. We don't know what's going to happen, so I can't pick a specific scenario. I can't just pick Starship Enterprise D or anything like that.
Yeah. Maybe it'll be like a Mad Max kind of scenario.
Oh, hope not.
And you'll beg to go back to the past. But
Oh God, hope not, because I plan to be alive in the future.
yeah, me too.
At least a few decades.
Touch wood.
Yeah. And go back in time in history, I would actually probably have to say late first century, early second century AD Rome.
I can't follow you with that. Why would you pick that, do you think?
This was
Did you say AD or BC? Sorry.
AD.
AD, so just at the start of the Roman Empire. So
Yeah,
early
it's
days of the Empire.
basically around the height of the Roman Empire. So when the Roman Empire was at its height, Pax Romana, full force. When Rome was fully expanded to what it was at its height, but also before all the internal drama started.
Yeah. Well, they constantly started fighting each
Yeah.
other. Could you handle watching a gladiatorial match though? Wouldn't that would be pretty shocking to our modern sensibilities, I think.
Yeah, there would definitely be a lot of adjustment, more so than United States to Germany.
Yeah.
Going from 21st century United States to 2nd century Rome.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
And I feel like there'll be also a lot of an adjustment because, living past, there's no guarantee you'll be living in luxury. In fact, even if you are living in imperial luxury, it's not going to be anywhere near as luxurious as what we have here today as plebs in the 21st century.
that's true. So you reckon it's better to be a pleb now than the king of everything, the king of the world back in the Roman period? You think?
I reckon probably, yeah.
Probably. I mean, we've got vaccinations at least. I'm not going to keel over and die of smallpox at any random time. But
We got, if we do get sick, we got surgeries that are actually safe, and where the line between surgery and disembowelment is actually a thing.
yeah.
We got phones and internet. You can imagine how impossible it would have been to plan this in the 2nd century, let alone if we were notable people at all.
They must have not had to care about what time of day they met. Just like any
Yeah.
plan must have had to have been really general.
Yeah.
Like at some point before the next moon, just arrive at this location
Yeah.
and I'll be there.
Well, actually, it's interesting because both Vsauce 2 and KhAnubis Productions made interesting videos on this, on time and how time increments are, they're not just a human invention; they're a recent human invention, like within the last 1,000 years or so.
Yeah.
Many notable ancient Greek philosophers actually hated the idea of time, of the times of the day being split up into these little increments.
Really?
Yeah.
Does it ruin their... It must have been a kind of relaxing, slower place. I wish we could philosophically get rid of time. I don't know. That's just because I can't be bothered to go to work on a Monday.
Yeah. It would make catching flights a hell of a lot more difficult, though.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Have you ever, in your travels around Europe, did you ever go to Spain and see a bullfight?
So far I've only been to Germany, the Netherlands, and Belgium.
Because I lived in Spain for a bit and I saw a bullfight. And that's really, I guess, the closest thing you can get in our time to a gladiator fight, probably. Maybe like MMA, but you still kind of sit in the stadium on like stone rings. The animal gets killed, those poor bulls, man. Oh my god, it's graphic. I don't know if I could...
By the way,
I'm a softie.
By the way, fun fact that I've heard, if you want to either watch or even compete in the running of the bulls, you don't have to do it in Pamplona. You can actually do it in several other cities because...
Yeah, I heard that as well.
In practice, I wouldn't want to do it in Pamplona either because just too touristy.
Yeah. I just don't have the cojones, as the Spanish would say, to be chased by a giant bull. But
I mean, me neither. But
yeah. All right. Well, I reckon we'll call that a wrap. That's the first Talking History with me, Stefan, Milo. You're on my channel, of course, you know that. Definitely check out KhAnubis Productions. I'm sure you'll be making lots of awesome content, especially when you hit the bricks in Germany. That'll be cool. So definitely check out the channel, subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.
Learn something new every Sunday.
That's it.